that the government is giving the right story, the real story.
And to help the government, they themselves must be quick to react. I
Yeah.
think perhaps that's one of the issues, in your opinion?
I think people always want to see, because now it's a very globalized world. If there is something happening outside, they say, okay, what's the reaction of the government? What the reaction of, let's say, Proton or other big companies?
Yeah.
That's why they have to respond, even not to say, even if you don't have the solution, they can say, okay, we understand this is what's going on, we know it, we are thinking about it, we are doing something, just to tell people how things progress.
Okay.
And I think that's important. Create confidence, give us hope, and also provide solution. And I think it's a tall order.
That's a tall order. And now, and if we take that into consideration and we look at an even bigger picture, Asia, because I've read several articles, you're quite well published on the internet. So if you actually look up Dr. Mahani and Abidin, you'll come across some very interesting articles, and one of it was your opinion in that Asia actually needs to tackle the fact that the demographics are changing and that human capital should be an area that needs focusing right now. What are your comments on that? Yeah.
Certainly for, I think, Asia, for this century, you know, the demographic issue is very important, because about 60% of the world population live in Asia.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there are these big differences. If you find the Northeast Asia, they are getting older. Where the Southeast Asia, we produce a lot more.
Yeah.
So we have young people. So there are going to be migration, movement of people to find jobs, to find standard of living. Therefore, how these people are going to move. But at the same time, the region is also the biggest consumer, the biggest market, and it's the people. So therefore, if we have to combine this thing, and Asia want to be the next center, leading center for world growth, is this the human capital that we have to address? We have to educate the people so that they can be more productive. We have to give them the purchasing power so they can buy, and we have to allow people to get the best job they can, so they can have higher standard of living. So it is a big issue, but unfortunately in the region, it's not tackled as a group. You know, every country do their own.
Everybody has an individualistic point of view. But I thought that was how things should be done. I thought we shouldn't be going into globalization, but then we should be looking into things locally, but at the same time working with each other. So where did the equation go wrong there?
Well, what happened was that when countries look at their own first, they would only look at their interest first. And then when they have done their interest or set their interest, it is very difficult to do it regionally, to talk to one another, because they have already set. So that's why it is good to have at the same time a regional coordination, where before everybody take a position, there is this cooperation between countries in the region.
So where is Malaysia on that issue right now?
Oh, Malaysia is we are quite active in ASEAN.
Okay, yeah.
We have been pushing for ASEAN +3. But now I think with the crisis, everybody is taking a back seat. But now we are talking back again about, because of the crisis, we don't want protectionism, because if every country doesn't want to buy from another country, we will be in trouble. So that regional cooperation is coming back again because of this crisis, and Malaysia is, I think, participating well in this.
Okay, and now with the most recent developments, we've got different people doing different things now upstairs on level 4 after the recent elections and all. Do you think we are in a better place now to go ahead and do those changes, or are we at a point where we should be worried?
Oh, well, I think the government at least have recognized that Malaysia needs a new economic model, and we are looking at how to move. This has been debated for quite some time. Malaysia is not moving very far, you know, our growth is not so high. So I think the realization is there, but it is important that we act quickly, you know, not just talk about it. And that, I think, is the biggest challenge for Dato Sri Najib and his team, is what can he offer us? What is his vision? How is going to take us to this new economic model? And therefore, I think he has to create confidence, give us hope, and also provide solution. And I think it's a tall order.
That's a tall order, and the providing solution bit is the most important bit. Let's go, I think I need to get more of that lamb. So why don't we hit next?
You want the lamb? Okay, let me just take you to the lamb first.
Okay, we've only got a few minutes left.
No problem.
Now, let's look at it from a more personal point of view. You are someone who has the answers, as we have established that. Okay.
No, I must correct you. Not the answers. I may raise the issue, have some kind of ideas, not the answer.
Possible solutions.
Possible solution.
But from an individualistic point of view, for yourself, what would you do as a person, as an individual, to help the country go through this economic crisis?
Okay, as an individual person, I would continue to do my normal spending. I don't think I would cut any spending, but at the same time, I'm very prudent. I would also not, like you said, have very gloomy attitude and tell people all these gloomy things. I want to say to people, okay, we get on with our lives. We try to create new jobs and get the economic activity going.
So that means have a positive outlook. That's the key of it all.
I think we have to, because if everybody is gloomy, the crisis will become a reality.
Negativity affects negativity, I suppose. That's all the time we have.
Okay,
unfortunately,
no problem.
Thank you very much for watching in person. I've been talking to Dr. Mahani and Abidin. Thank you very much for having us in your house. I'll see you again soon. My name is Ferdinand Omar, and now I am going to be enjoying a lot of really good food. See you.
Bye. Bye. Come here is the cook, and they will take. You must try this. Which one is the hot
now
one?
I can eat. Yeah.
Come.
Sila makan.
You must eat the salad and the chicken and everything.
Macam orang lain tak makan, tak syok ah. Mana kenapa semua orang macam?
Now dah boleh makan.
Sekarang boleh makan. Now let's
come and
eat.
Come and eat.